What's up, everybody? It's your boy Onyx here, GoingFullNerd, and boom, bingo, bango, bongo. I got to play the Injustice 2 online beta. Now, I'm not a big fighting game person. I really am not. But when Injustice originally came out for the Xbox, I was one of those types that was like, yo, this is hot. You know, I remember the DC versus Mortal Kombat, and I was excited to play with Batman, Superman, and all that good stuff when that game initially came out. Then it moved along, and then we got Injustice. Injustice actually had a pretty decent storyline and was just totally just crazy. You know, what happens when Superman goes over the edge? And that was the whole premise of the darn game for the whole part. But as successful as that game was, people were looking for more. The comic book ran long after the game's shelf life. I mean, you know, people play games for a little bit and then they call it a day. Well, Injustice, the comic book lasted a long time because people loved the premise. Then they announced Injustice 2. Pretty much, the team over at Warner Brothers, thank you guys, greatly appreciated, and boom, here we go. So as you can see, I'm kind of going through the online beta. There's only like 4 characters that they allowed me to play with during the online beta. Batman, Superman, Atrocitus, and Supergirl. So the characters that I normally played with on Injustice, like Green Lantern, Shazam, The Flash, not present. But that's cool. I could deal with that. I can handle that. I'm cool with that. I feel okay. So I said, let me get online and let me kind of run through the story mode, see what's going down. But as you can see right here on the screen, I'm kind of going through. You've got the ability to upgrade your characters. And that's something that wasn't really in Mortal Kombat or in, Injustice, where you get, basically in this, they call it armor. But you're basically getting things that change your stats, change your physical strength, change your specialties. Not just you picking, I want to use this version of the character that can actually do this. It's sort of like that, but you're building upon your stuff. You can take a look and you see Atrocitus on the screen. That's kind of hot to have the Red Lantern. Last game had Green Lantern and Sinestro. So, to add the Red Lantern into this is kind of awesome. I'm not sure what the full character list is, but I can tell you right now, it is huge. And the reason why I know it's huge is because if you take a look at the next screen that's getting ready to pop up, you're going to see all the open spaces. Now, one of the things that I really didn't dig about the online beta, look at all those characters. Woo! Eventually it's going to be a 10 of them, player. But one of the things that I have to, put out there and say to myself is that I'm not really digging the fact that the online beta really made you play online. Now, what makes that kind of a messed up situation is that people get the code before you. People download the game before you. So, what happened? Hey, I got my butt whooped a lot when I first loaded the game. Now, as you can see, as always, if I'm going to put a video game up, I'm going to put a good look for me. I'm playing Superman in this one. You can see it. You see my name up over the top right over here. Right there, over there, where I'm playing this guy. I'm Superman, I'm Onyx. And basically, I'm going to put it on Batman too. Fighting controls are basically the same as Mortal Kombat. That's right. So if you're used to the Mortal Kombat move list, it's pretty decent. Now, the only other thing I got to complain about with the beta is something that they put, and if you saw it in the beginning of the video, it was pretty much just, hey, it's a beta, we know, don't go complaining to us, you know, because it's a beta. It's not a finished game. But I can say it looks good. I got to pull that super move off on Batman. You know, really, boom. You know, this is like, you know, you got to sit back and say, you know, if this was really a superhero fight, Batman would have just bit the buckets on that first hit. But that's me. I digress. That's, you know, that's how I feel.
Superman
but,
wins.
you know, the connection time, the lag a little bit, that's cool. I dealt with it. It is what it is. When you're dealing with a beta, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I ended up playing the same guy again, pulling out the Batman deal. Uh-oh. Let's see what Batman's super move looks like. Woo! Got the Batwing come up, and then all of a sudden, let it loose, player. He actually got that off on me because he didn't want to switch characters from Batman. I guess that's because he built Batman up the best he could. But what happens? He still got it. Your boy got him. Your boy got him. That's right. That's how it rolls. But you can pretty much see the graphics on this. It's just too hot. It's hot. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So I can't wait to see how they render the other characters. I mean, I've looked online. I've checked out IGN. I've checked out GameSpot, and they showed some gameplay using the other characters. Like Robin was released the other day. Looks good. I've seen some of the other characters that they're hoping to get in there, like Blue Beetle. I mean, really, this game looks great. But, as always, with any type of Mortal Kombat fighting game, what are they going to do to keep this thing fresh? I mean, it took for them to make Injustice 1 backwards compatible for me to actually touch the game again. I really, you know, after a while, I got tired, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm through. I'm not playing this no more. And then all of a sudden, I said, you know what? I'm going to jump on it, do my thing, and I started playing it again. But that was only because they did the backwards compatibility. They did the backwards compatibility for this right before this game is supposed to be released, which is, you know, the next month or so, I believe. So it's awesome. You know, I'm playing here with Supergirl. Supergirl kind of reminds me a little bit of Scorpion with the teleporting back and forth across the screen. I was trying to see if I could get Supergirl's power move off, and, you know, I ended up doing a clash, which, you know, did I win this clash? Oh, I can't remember. Let's take a quick look, and I don't think so. See, and that's where the game lagged a little bit, so you doing that? Oh, okay, so it's all good. But, you know, like I said, you can't argue with the beauty of this game. They do have the breakable backgrounds. You can knock a person from stage to stage. Sorry I didn't get that on this one, but as you can tell, the lighting effects change, the whole nine. I won that one with Supergirl. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I edited this video out where I won every match. Pretty much, I got my behind handed to me. In the next match, you're going to see he played Atrocitus. I was actually going to play with Atrocitus, but I can tell this guy, you know, that I'm getting ready to play next, because the one I whooped up on 3 straight games. You know, if anybody can identify that gamer tag, tell him my bad. I'm sorry. You know, he left the room. But I wanted to see what Atrocitus looked like. Player 2, he grabbed it, so I said, all right, I'll get Superman. You can kind of see a little bit, it popped up. He had a level 16 something. You can see even the armor, the helmet changes. He put all sorts of stuff. Basically, it was at that point Onyx knew he effed up. So I went ahead and said, you know what? We're going to get down with this. Let's see how this fight goes. You can't... Oh, look at how good this looks. Oh, I love this game. But went after him, and then thought I was doing some things. I said, you know what? I got this. I got a couple of hits in. And then after that, it was like, no, buddy. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me just hit you with this and hit you with that. I was like, come on, man. Bottom line is this. Obviously, you're going to have to put some game time in. If you want to be competitive online, definitely get the game on launch. I can't wait to see what story mode looks like, because the story mode in the original Injustice was so compelling. Watching Superman go rogue, I could kind of tell a little bit by the cutscenes from this one. Superman escaped from jail and basically is trying to take his city back, so that should be cool. But hey, that's your boy Onyx. I hope you liked the little sneak peek at Injustice 2 that they let me pop up, and enjoy my little commentary. Yo, pick up the game. It looks good. You can pick me up on the game, and if you want to play, remember, I'll holler at you right online, right here, Going Full Nerd. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. And guess what? I'm out of here. Peace.